welcome. It's Brian, and this is Guitar Solo Reactions. Today we're back with PHISH, and we are doing the song Julius, and this is live from 10/31/94. And thanks again, Curtis. He brought this one to you as well. He is now my official PHISH DJ. He mentioned that in an email to me, so I think I'll just refer to him as my DJ from now on. So, with that said, I am quickly looking at Trey's rig, not to bore you too much. Saw some interesting things. Looks like he's got a couple of Mesa Boogie Mark III heads. I had the combo. Great amp. I wish I still had it. Worth some money, way more than I paid for it. Two Languedoc 2x12 cabs. The guitar, Old Reliable. I have to say I don't remember seeing that mentioned. Obviously, maybe it's an early model that he got made for him or something. I'm not sure. But as far as rack stuff, it's the Ibanez DM2000, of course, a small stone phase shifter, some interesting stuff. DoD 680 analog delay. I'm assuming that's a rack because it says rack. And then two tube screamers, of course, and it looks like he's got a TS10 as well. Those are worth some money. And a Ross compressor and a CA 4x4. I'm not sure what that means. But anyway, let's get to it. Never heard the song before, so it's new to me. And I'm excited to do it. And thanks for joining me. That's cool. Before they get into it too far, that reminds me of all those great North African guitar players from Mali, or that's not North Africa actually, but like Alapha Toure, and I'm forgetting the guy from Mali who was great, Boubacar, something like that, a couple of those guys. So I love that kind of repetitive figure that they tend to have like in their guitar playing that's really kind of pulls you in, and I'm hearing that as well in this piece. So
and your future precisely divided by that moment. I decided to go back. Decided let's straight out into the sea that moves our roads like you gave it to me, but I really don't want to. Came out on top, I couldn't draw. There's a reason longer than I will tell. When you're rich and just pushes you further away. And what's the return on the faith I provided?
yeah,
Don't take another, don't take another. Don't take another step. Don't blame it on yourself. 'Cause if you lay it out of all the way to sleep, you wake up in the morning, you be on. Before you take another step.
well, in truth, it's just kind of a blues boogie, but that opening figure is really cool. So Old Reliable is just an early Languedoc, I guess. So if you know anything about that guitar, please put that in the comments. I'd love to know more about it.
Don't blame it on yourself. 'Cause if you lay it out of all the way to sleep, you wake up in the morning.
Love the organ sound, man. Yeah. So there we have it. This incredible song called Julius. And I dig it. I love that opening figure. Guitar solo wise, love the tone. It's sometimes hard to compare these older videos to the things I've done. Percentage wise, I've probably done things more from the last 10 years or so. So I love the tone that Trey's doing now, or has now, and kind of, well, I always have, but this isn't the best reproduction, obviously, of the show, so I kind of give it whatever. But uh, great guitar solo, kind of more of that roots rock kind of stuff that I personally love, and love when he does it with lots of great bending, lots of good energy. And I think when during this period, they definitely have more of that energy, that more kind of kinetic, kind of pushing on a lot of the songs, and uh, who doesn't love that? I also look. I also just looked at Trey's rig at guitars, and Old Reliable is one of his first Languedoc guitars, and Marmar, I guess is what it's called. I forgot about that one. It looks like it has been redone or something to that effect. And I never knew this, but it said here the headstock for the Languedoc is supposed to represent the state of Vermont. I never knew that. I just always thought it was kind of, it's not, it's definitely not my favorite headstock on a guitar for sure. But that kind of gives it some kind of, purpose for me. It's not just kind of a weird looking headstock. There's lots of them out there. I'm not polarized by too many. That one is rough in a way. I would love to have one of those guitars, but the headstock I don't really love. Another one is James Tyler. Those are very square, very expensive, super strat. Um, I guess a more known guitar is the Epiphone headstock. I hate that. They make great guitars at that price point. So if you buy like an Explorer or a Flying V, those look great because it's kind of the traditional real Gibson headstock. But all those other guitars that are great, I don't know. I'm maybe I'm superficial. I don't know, but I just hate the headstock. So can't think of any others that are really not my favorite that I can think of off the top of my head. That is a guitar. I mean, there's lots of guitar makers now that do maybe, a guitar a month or maybe two a month. And I'm sure the Languedoc, he's probably not making more than, I don't know, who knows? I don't even know what he makes a year. I know he's got a long list and all of that. And I think he's probably 10 years out if he's even taking orders. I occasionally looked at the website after I would do a video and I go, what's the deal? Is there anything going on? Not that I would ever buy one, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to know that just for my own edification. And it seems like he's not even taking orders anymore. And I got to assume he's in his 50s as a guitar maker. And if you've ever seen a guitar maker's hands that has been doing it for decades, Terry McGruff, or I don't know how to pronounce his last name, I'm forgetting, McTurniff or something like that. Amazing guitar builder. But I saw his hands on like Facebook or Instagram or something, and they are just beat the shit. So it is incredibly hard on your hands if you're doing a lot of tool work, which most small makers are. I know if you get to probably a certain production level, like here in Portland, there's Cole, like Koll. He's got a CNC machine. I saw that on Instagram as well. So once you get to a certain level, you probably have to have some automation to kind of meet numbers and all of that. But when we're talking about Languedocs and other kind of guitars that are by small builders, yeah, it's all hand tool stuff, which just takes forever and a lot of skill and a lot of experience. So I'm not sure why I'm even talking about it, but I do love his guitar, and I love everything, even the headstock I could get over, to be honest, but it's just not my favorite. So, hey, thanks again for checking this out. I love that tune. That was a cool one. It definitely kind of a more, like I said, like a blues boogie that kind of kicked it up a notch for the solo. And lots of great organ sounds. B3, one of my favorite sounds. And thanks again, Curtis. Thanks to everyone who watches this. And I really, really do appreciate it. And please come back for more. Bye.